Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to you all. I hope you are doing well. So from this platform of English Buffet.5, I am going to impart you another lesson of spoken English. I hope you will enjoy it. So viewers, आज आपके लिए एक spoken activity मैंने ready की है जिससे कि आप बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे. It's a very simple activity. And if you will keep on practicing things like this, definitely you will sound yourself as a native speaker of English language. So without making any delay, let's begin. आज हमने क्या करना है व्यूअर्स? आज आपने दो चीज़ें जहन में रखनी हैं. आपने एक चीज़ से दूसरी पे स्विच करना है. हाउ? लेट मी टेल यू. सी, रेगुलर वर्ब्स and phrasal verbs. Okay, in our day-to-day speeches, what do? We try to speak plain and simple verbs, but instead of using them, we should try to switch to the phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs क्या होते हैं कि they are made up of a verb followed by some preposition. Okay, so there can be two or three words together, and after getting combined they make a phrasal verb. In the upcoming slides we are going to practice them, right? So see, first example, can you wait for a few minutes? Wait is a simple verb. Okay, so instead of saying such type of sentences and such verbs, we should try to find out their alternatives, right? And definitely phrasal verbs can do this activity, can do this job for us, and they can have alternatives which we can use easily. So instead of saying can you wait for a few minutes, we can say can you hold on for a few minutes, because it looks more as if a native speaker is speaking English, right? Further, I will visit you this evening. Instead of saying I will visit you, you can say call on. I will call on you this evening. This sounds better, right? Number 3, if we say it is difficult to understand the rules of the game. So instead of saying understand, which is very simple and common to do, we should switch to it is difficult to figure out the rules of the game. Figure out also means to understand, right? Next, I am searching for the answers to these questions. So instead of using the verb searching, we can switch to looking for. You can say I am looking for the answers to these questions, right viewers? Next, I want to wear a nice dress today. Instead of saying wear, we should say put on. I want to put on a nice dress today, right? Next, we cancelled our picnic today because of bad weather. So cancelled can be replaced with called off. We called off our picnic today because of bad weather. Here I must say one thing, viewers. We have used the second form of the verb cancelled, and definitely we are going to use here called off, not call off. So take care of the verbs, because we have to use verbs according to the tense also. If here is cancel, if we want to make it in simple present tense, then we have to use here call off, right? So verbs का ध्यान रखना है आपने खास तौर पे. अगर आप प्रेजेंट में सेंटेंस बनाएंगे तो उसका वर्ब प्रेजेंट के अकॉर्डिंग होगा एंड वाइस वर्सा, राइट? नेक्स्ट, I trust him. So instead of saying trust, use rely on. I rely on him, right? Next, I accept a new challenge. I take on a new challenge, right? So just by switching to take on, it sounds as if a native is saying something. When I think about the past, I can see where I was going. So instead of using this long phrase, which is so simple, thinking about the past, you can say when I look back, I can see where I was wrong. This is better. Further, he surprised me very much. So instead of using surprised, which is very common and day-to-day word. So you can use blew away. As it is second form, surprised. So you can use here, instead of writing blow away, you can write blew away, because the three forms of blow are blow, blew and blown. So you can use according to your choice of the tense, right? So you can say he blew me away. It also means that he surprised me much, right? यहाँ पे व्यूअर्स एक और बात कहती चलूँ कि the phrases we are using, like phrasal verbs in the green color, they are mostly informal, right? So you can't use them in the formal sittings. Means if you are with your boss, with your teacher, with anyone with whom you are not so much friendly and familiar, and you have to be very, very respectful rather towards them, then you should take care of your words. These phrases are informal, so you can use only with friends and family members, you can say, right? So ये बात भी आपने ज़हन में रखनी है. Next is my friend and I argue over everything. So instead of saying argue over, you can switch to fight over. My friend and I fight over everything. And the last is the shop earns rupees 50,000 a year. So just switching to this, it can change the entire sense by using the shop brings in rupees 50,000 a year, right? So in this way, by using different phrasal verbs instead of using simple verbs, you can sound yourself as a native speaker of English language. So I hope you will like this technique and you will practice over it. That's all for today. I hope you are going to like the video. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe the channel, try to share the videos with others and keep on practicing, because practice will make you better. Take care of yourself till the very next lesson. Allah Hafiz.